Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Ed Talks About. By the way, I might be changing the name a little bit, I don't know yet. If you notice, the name of the channel has changed a little bit because I was messing around just seeing what different names look good, and it said that I can't change the name now for 2 weeks. So you've got Ed 420 Talks About at the moment, but it will change. It will either change back or something else, but it's going to be Ed Talks anyway. Still going to be along them lines. So today I am going to be talking about tinctures and edibles. What is better and what are they, basically? Before I get into the video, please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, and if you're new to the channel, give it a subscribe and try and get up there a little bit, you know, slow and that, you know, just slow and steady wins a race. Let me just spark this up when we get into this. Cigarette. So, tinctures and edibles. Most of you know what this is, but if there's a newbie coming into the channel or someone just watching this randomly, what they are is, tinctures are an oil-based or THC oil underneath the tongue, yeah, that type of job. Spray it in your mouth, that type of thing. Pause. And edibles are simply that you eat a brownie, you eat a Rice Krispie bar. That's the two different types of methods we're talking about. So what is better? Well, it all depends who the person is, because when you take a tincture, you put it under the tongue usually, and under the tongue you have absorption glands. Like, you must have had some vitamin C spray or something like that, B12 or something along them lines, that you put under your tongue or you spray on the side of your cheek. Now, most oils that you get from the clinics, medical oil, this is, by the way, you can get this from all clinics across the UK, registered on medbud.wiki. So you can, what it does is you put it under your tongue, and these absorption glands go straight into your bloodstream. So you're getting delta 9 THC straight into your bloodstream. Theoretically, I mean, not like injecting it, no, but I mean underneath your tongue, very quick, very effective. So that's delta 9 THC. So when you have an edible, now that goes through, you have to eat it. Agreeably, some of it will get caught up in the absorption glands, but most of it is going to go into your stomach, then has to be digested, and then gets passed through your liver. Now this is where the funny thing happens. When it passes through your liver, it turns into THC 11 hydroxy. Now that is people say it's stronger, because if you've ever had a brownie, sometimes they can hit, and they can hit for a long time. Some people say it's stronger when it goes through the liver because it's THC 11 hydroxy. I don't know whether the number makes a difference because it's THC delta 9. That's the usual stuff, the stuff that you would inhale in your vaporizer or put under your tongue. But once it passes through your liver, it changes into 11 hydroxy. So I'm wondering whether the 11 actually means it's stronger. I don't know, but I'm just telling you the science behind it. So when it goes through, it transforms the THC delta 9 into 11 hydroxy, and you get a longer lasting effect. Now, that is only if you have the certain enzymes in your stomach. I can't remember the enzyme name. It's like a CF124. So it's a number like that, yeah, this enzyme. I couldn't find the name of it. But you have these in your stomach. Now, when you consume the edible, it has to go into your stomach, and these enzymes have to break it down. These are in your stomach and your liver, these enzymes. Now, some people are lacking in these enzymes. Like me, I have to take a very high dose of edible for me to feel anything. Like, for me, 100 milligrams, I'd feel nice. A lot of other people, they're on their back. You know, I believe that I have less of this enzyme in my body than some people have. Hardly any of it. Some people can eat edibles all day long and nothing will happen to them. Some people, they must have a lot of enzymes, some other people, because they only have to have a little bit, 10 milligram, and they're twisted. It's all down to the body's chemistry. So if someone says what's better, a tincture or an edible, it's debatable. I mean, if you want, like, personally, if I had a tincture and an edible and I'm like, well, I'm in pain, but I need pain relief now, but I need it to last, what am I going to do? I'm going to stick it under my tongue and have the edible. So then I've got the delta 9 going straight into my bloodstream underneath my tongue. Then I've got the edible going in straight through, down into my stomach, broken down through the liver, turns into 11-hydroxy. Now that lasts a lot longer, but it takes a little bit of time to kick in, but underneath the tongue, it's so much more quicker. It's not as quick as vaporization. No, it's not. But it's a healthier way of consuming it. It's obviously a healthier way. Unless you're eating an edible that's full of chocolate and sugar and everything, you know. And, just take a cap if that's the case. Do you know what I mean? And what do I mean by a cap? Well, some people put these tinctures in capsules, and then you can take the capsule. Instead of it going under your tongue, or instead of making a really sugary dish, like a brownie or something like that, you can put it in a capsule and then eat. So you can use the same tincture and have delta 9 and 11-hydroxy in your system. But the simple fact is you can put some under your tongue and you could eat some in a cap. I mean, only if this is prescribed and told to you by your doctor. In the UK, you've got to do what the doctor says. But if you're doing what you're doing, you're in another country, do what you want to do. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can actually have both effects from one product, the tincture. You wouldn't really get that from the edible unless you have sake sweets. You know, like hard-boiled sweets that's been infused with THC sugar. Nah, that's a bit of both, innit? Because I'm one of them people, I can only have a sake sweet for a certain amount of time, and I've got to chew it, man. I've got to eat that. So you would, if I'd done that, I would probably get the same effect as if I would underneath the tongue and in a capsule as well. I don't know, my brain's just thinking like that. You know, what do you think? Do you prefer tinctures? Do you prefer edibles? Or you just like straight vape or smoke? Like, put it in the comments. What do you do? I want to hear what you guys do. And I reckon most of the consumption is going to be towards smoking and vaping, edibles and tincture. That's what I think is going to be what most people do, you know, like top of the list and that. So anyway, that's going to be me for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've got some knowledge out of it. Even if you ain't and you just sat there and smoked with me, bless. Talking about smoking, oh man, what's going on? I've just been waffling. Yeah, so I think I covered everything in that one. If I haven't covered everything, I apologise. I am not a scientist. I just do research and smoke and tell you guys what I'm reading. Anyway, guys, if no one said it to you today, I'm going to say it to you, all right? I love you, and I hope you have a blessed day. Nice one.